At this time, I'll call the July 7th, 2022 meeting to order for the Dickinson County Commission. Would you please stand and join in the flag salute? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We do have one item to add to the agenda, and it's in regards to a K9 unit vehicle. And so we'll add that to the agenda. And with that addition, I would move that we approve the agenda as amended.
I'll second it.
We have the motion and the second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. The consent agenda includes the minutes of the June 30th meeting, also payroll of $333,587.45, utilities of $12,275.64.
I move to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
We have the motion and second for approval of the consent agenda. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Commission comments, Ron?
I just wanted to thank the communities for celebrating the 4th the way they did. It looked like there was a lot of enthusiasm. If you looked up in the skies, the days celebrating for the 4th, and it was something to see. So I really appreciated that.
Okay, thank you. Craig?
Yeah, went to a ball game Tuesday night in Chapman. The Rain Road Bridge at 1571. Positive comments. The only ones that were upset is the ones that didn't know about it and didn't take the detour. That's all I have.
Okay. And I don't have anything in particular. I think both of you covered a little bit of what I had heard, and we'll go ahead and move on then. If there's no petitions or proclamations, if there's any public comment, this would be opportunity to do that now. I don't believe do we have a comment?
No.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and move on to our reports for county officers. Brad?
Okay, on the Rain Road Bridge, yes, we did get that open last Friday. I drove across it, I guess, on Sunday. Very impressed. The contractor did a very good job on that, and we're starting to get out that it's back open, I guess, so. As you know, that was a surprise to us, so we were fortunate to get that one done in the time fashion that we did, so. August 7th, we've got and set the deadline for bids to come in for the doing the epoxy coating on 3 or 4 bridges. We're hoping that by doing several of those at one time, not only can we get caught up on the ones we haven't gotten done, we will also get a better price, because there's only 2 companies apparently in the state that do that work. So by only paying one mobilization fee. So Martin and Chad McCullough went out and looked at the ones. We still got one at Eden Road and Old 40. One on Old 40 that we did. We replaced that one early on in Joe's tenure. I know we call that the Joe Knoll Bridge. And so we didn't code it at the time, so it's included in this. It's a smaller bridge, but it is on Old 40 and it's concrete. So, but we'll see what those bids come in at. In your packet, you've got the report from Chad McCullough that I referred to earlier, the 2022 bridge deck report, and really impressed with what Chad put together. It's very comprehensive as far as the history and why we're at the stage we are today in Dickinson County and in the state of Kansas. And then they also go into details on the 10 bridges or so that over the next 10 years are going to have attention. Some of them are going to have to be replaced, as you'll read in there. Some of them are going to have to be rehabbed. But the one thing that we've always liked about Chad is he looks for the most bang for the buck. And it's not always about, like many engineers, building bridges. They like to build bridges. And so he tries to get the most economical options that we can. And we really appreciate that. So if you get a chance over the next week or so, if you want to look at that, and then maybe next week in a work session, we can talk about it in more detail. The 2022 KC conference is October 17th through the 19th in Overland Park. If you want to put that on your calendars, and then as we get closer, let us know if you want to attend with us. We were able to get rooms in the conference center again this year. So, which is always nice. And then we'll just register with KC as we get closer. The KC's also opened up, if you probably saw your email, if you got it on your legislative policy requests. So if there's anything you can think of that we need to send in to be put on the list for consideration for the 2023 legislative session, well, let me know. In your package, you've also got the a picture I took yesterday of the ramp upstairs in the secure hallway behind the courtroom number 2. And rather than taking you up there, we can certainly go up if you'd like, but I just took a picture of it. And I am extremely impressed with how that turned out. That area used to be a small conference room in a hallway with a door there. And the door got moved over, the wall got moved over, the ramp was built, so that gives Judge Googler access to come in the back of his courtroom right behind his bench.
Okay, this door here is out in the hallway then?
That door goes out into the hallway right next to the cells.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just,
So the door you see here on the left, that's right at the back of Judge Googler's bench on the north side. Yeah. And then from where I'm standing taking the picture behind me is the hallway that goes down and comes out of district court.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the ceiling and stuff was put in and the carpet people finished up Wednesday. And Judge Googler is very satisfied. And as Cindy said, when she was here next week, they'll be here to do the automatic openers, the ADA openers on those doors. And then we'll be done. And so he should be able to have ADA access in from the back of the building. So you also have your year-to-date budget reports from Janelle. It all look good. Everybody's doing a good job on the budgets, as we talked a couple weeks ago when you were talking about that. And I guess you've already decided on the mill levy, so I had that on there that we needed to get that set by next week so that Janelle can get that to Jeannie to be published. So sounds like that's been taken care of. That's all I've got. You also have your K-Camp loss ratio report in the packet as well. And if you look at the most recent activity, obviously it's all about hail. A lot of hail damage that we had during a couple storms. So that's all I've got.
Hey, thank you. Okay, Doug?
The Elliott Jensen Senator case is moving on through. Hopefully, we may have some resolution of that. The county would receive the money within about 8 months' time, depending if everything works out. We don't know the dollar amount yet, but we know that it's working through. I've received the verification of the costs associated with it. That may move through to a conclusion.
Okay,
And thank you.
thank you.
That's all I have.
Under notices and communications, of course, earlier this morning, Cindy McDonald was here and gave us an update as far as the courts and some of the things that are coming up, and advised us the jury trials coming up here in the near future and some of their needs as far as like court reporters and some of the challenges they have. And then, of course, it's going to be on the agenda here, but we had discussion as far as the K-9 unit. And then we had also, this is on the agenda, but April with Varney Associates was in to go over our budget. We've got our magazine from the Government Technology, also OCCK of Salina on their transportation, gave us an update on that. They provided more than 23,000 rides to passengers within the city limits. This is on the operating what they refer to as busing for Go Abilene. And so I know their reach is much further in central Kansas, but we're glad to be a part of that. And then we have from the National Association of Counties, a publication from them. And that's all I had. Was there anything else that anyone would want to bring up, or any notifications or calls they received? Okay, we'll go ahead and move on. We do not have any resolutions to consider or unfinished business. The one item we have that was on the agenda was the approval of the county audit. And either Brad or Janelle, do you want to give any summary of that, or procedurally what needs to be done on that, and of course the purpose that we have the audit?
So we are required by statute to have an audit annually, and Barney and Associates has completed the fiscal year 2021 audit. It's a clean audit, no issues that they have found. This is a process that we go through, like I said, annually to make sure that our books are in good standing. We have a contract with them, and we work with them throughout the year. They answer different financial questions and whatnot as the need arises between treasurer's office, clerk's office, my office, whatever the case may be. So Barney and Associates came in and did a quick audit. They will complete the single audit once they get the information from the federal government on the ARPA funds. That's the monies that we receive, federal dollars. If we receive more than $750,000 in federal dollars, we have to have a more detailed audit, a single audit is what we call it. So they're waiting for those guidelines, and then they'll have a report back for us on that. So, but all in all, just need to approve the report that was presented, and we're good to go.
Okay, and I might mention too that in some of our informal discussion after April had gone through this on behalf of Varney Associates, we recognize the fact that there are fewer CPA companies that do provide audit services or contract that out. And so we're really fortunate. Varney's is close. They're Manhattan. They're very professional. They're very thorough. You could tell with her presentation that she has a great working knowledge of what all is involved and what to look for. And then, I did appreciate the fact that, she mentioned that the preparation that Janelle had done for her, that really was those numbers that she was using and everything was in accordance to what needs to be done as far as statute is concerned. And so I'd like to think in a way that we make it a little bit easier for them, because we have things so organized and, following accounting procedures that need to be in place. Is there a motion to approve the audit?
I'll make a motion to approve the audit.
Second.
We have the motion and second to approve the audit that was presented by Varney's and Associates. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. The one item that we did add to the agenda was that of a K9 unit vehicle. And I don't know, Sheriff, if you have any comments on that, or if you...
The additional comments other than what we talked about during the earlier session. It's a Tahoe we're gonna order from Texas to replace our K9 unit, who's having some issues with the air conditioning. We can't get it fixed, so we need to set our K9. So.
And of course, the vehicles obviously have air conditioning, but with the K9 in a kennel in the back portion of the vehicle, the air conditioning doesn't necessarily equalize as much as it should. And then also there's a little bit of limit as far as space. And so we're kind of fortunate. I know you had checked locally, and they had given kind of advice if you can find a unit anywhere, because there's such a shortage of vehicles. And so we do have one located. And Brad, do you have the information on that?
Yes, Parkway Chevrolet in Palmville, Texas. The price for the vehicle and delivery is $41,699.
Okay. And eventually we will get a credit for a trade-in, because we will have that vehicle to either trade in or to sell on Purple Wave, or just whatever procedurally the sheriff works out. Okay, and delivery on that, is that pretty much immediate? We'll have to get it packaged accordingly.
I don't know.
Andrew's going to work with a local company here, see if we can't get it transported back. If not, we're gonna estimate the cost of us going down and getting it, or as far as, or having it shipped back up.
Okay. Any question or comment from the commission? We need a motion to proceed with this.
I'll make a motion to purchase the vehicle for the sheriff's department.
We have the motion and the second. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. I don't believe we have any other thing to bring before the commission. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. We're adjourned.